Good evening and welcome to the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar. We are live here for the match number 6 of Odisha Women's League. Nita Football Academy, the defending champions from Cuttack, take on young association of Kuarmunda Sundargarh. It promises to be a great encounter. Both these sides started their campaign in mixed fortunes, we have to say. Not the best of the starts from the defending champions, but we know they mean business. They are a team that have all the firepower and all the defensive power to go right to the very top. And Young Association Kormunda, it's a surprising start. They have started strongly. It's all about maintaining that momentum as the players line up to meet the dignitaries. Promising to be a great occasion. This official meet and greet with the players all join now. I'm certain that they'd be trying to hide any sort of nerves because once the first whistle goes, it's going to be a close encounter. Both these sides know how winning feels like, and they need to quickly get it onto the pitch today. Sushmita Pan, the goalkeeper of Nita, in the middle with the dignitaries, all smiles on this huge occasion. Keepers of both the sides, Pramila Kishan and Pipli Mohanty, will be joining the referees shortly. This league is a treasure trove of opportunities for everyone, right from the female referees to the female coaches to being a platform for all the budding football talent in the state. The importance of this league can never be understated. Full credit to the Football Association of Odisha for hosting such a grand event and giving all the players a great platform. In fact, I'd like to remind you, Nita Football Academy were the group winners, were the defending champions from the Odisha Women's League, and they won the promotion to the Indian Women's League as well. They are competing in India's top flight league football, and alongside their B team potentially is playing in the Odisha Women's League. Here are the skippers: Ramila Kishan, face to face with Pipli Mohanty, Chitrambada Patra will be the one in the middle in the spotlight. Arati Mohanty, Pinky Hansa will be assisting her from the sidelines. Shubhashmita Rani Rot will take care of the fourth official proceedings. Sujit Pastro, the match commissioner, will be hoping for a peaceful encounter. And myself, Pranav Venkatesh, bringing all the live action to your doorstep from Bhubaneswar. This is how Ranjita Mohanty aims her lineup. Sushmita Pan in goal. The skipper Pipli Mohanty has support from Shika Malik, who scored the late equalizer in the previous game. Sonia Eka and Payal Layak complete the defensive line. Jigmet Chusen and Priyasa Sarkar will be in the middle of the park. Antara Dolui and Rukmani Murmu alongside Lakshmi Priya Lenka will take the forward responsibilities. Ipstaraut will be an ace for the side trying to make some damage when they go forward. Anushka Limbu, Ankita Topo, Provati Barla, Roshni, and Niruta are on the bench. Given their journey in the Indian Women's League, it is expected them to have a limited bench. And this is how Rabi Patra's team start. Suman Hasda in goal, Pramila Kishan, the skipper, has Rashmi Bading and Shruti Katangia in defense. The midfield has Ganga Mundari and Ashrita Kanguri, the goal scorer from the previous game. Luka Zakaria and Kulfi Topo will be leading the forward line. It will be interesting to see how these sides take on each other tactically as they enter the game in contrasting form. A lot of options on the bench. Kirti Kishan, Suman Mins, Reena Bage, Mega Kishan, Bhumika Mins, and Priya Lakra. The coach could turn to the bench at any moment and get some results. And we're underway at the Kalinga Stadium. Getting us underway from the left to right of your screen in red and black are the defending champions, Nita Football Academy. And attacking from right to left of your screen in all grey, our young association, Kuarmunda. Unsurprising to see Nita Football Academy start on the front foot. But a lot of good players, players who know performing on this stage, players who know winning on this stage. So they won't be under any sort of pressure despite the mixed start in the first game. Now there was no width on offer there for Nita as they played narrow. Nevertheless, it is going to be a throw in for them. Shika Malik looking for options. Well, that was a blind throw in, we must say. Poor clearance towards the edge of the box. Shot that was tame and well wide. Ipstaroth had the freedom. She was unmarked. Thought she could curl one into the top corner on the left hand side. Suman Hasda getting a call from a skipper. Pramila Kishan wants this goal kick. Remember, Nita Football Academy are known for playing with intensity. These are the kind of giveaways that the team cannot afford. Now this must be an easy clearance for the skipper of the opposite side. For a change, this tournament has so many defenders donning the armband. Such a refreshing change, isn't it? It is always the flashy midfielders and the forwards taking on the captain's role. But here in Odisha Women's League, we see the women at the back, the vanguard, take charge of teams with the armband. First bit of positive actions from young association Kuarmunda. Good footwork that from Ganga, but she can't find the incisive pass. Defenses of both the sides settling in nicely, putting some crunching challenges, but Jigmet comes away with the possession. Trying to find Antara, who dropped to the left wing. That was a stray pass, you must say. Trying to build up positively on the right hand side. Young Association Kuarmunda with a good victory against Tarini Football Academy in the opener. They were good value for their money, and now here there are a chance to enter the box. But Jigmet gets the nutmeg. You can see how she is standing shoulders and head above her opposition players. That was a loose touch from Ganga. But the referee spots a deflection. They still maintain the possession there in a dangerous corner. Well, after maintaining possession in that sort of range, the next idea will be to put something into the box to test the defense, put a cross, get a cut back in. But here are Nita Football Academy trying to counter clinically. Grey shirts getting back in a great hurry. The cross cannot find its way towards the striker. Well swept up by the defense. Here is Ganga looking for options. Fires one shot. They cannot clear their lines at the moment. Jigmet with a lovely pass towards that right flank. The goalkeeper has it covered. Suman Hasda was interested in it for a microsecond, but then realized the ball was straying out of play harmlessly. Well, I thought she definitely looked nervy whether to go for the ball or not. She was caught in two minds. This is better from the skipper. Into no player's land. A mistimed control there, but very luckily, Young Association are on the ball again. They're trying to punt it forward as soon as they can. Ravi Patra's side absolutely taking no risks when it comes to loose balls. They're happy clearing it the first chance they get. But again, you have to ask the question, why not be more patient in the build-up? Shruti, well, we know she can cause trouble. After a fine turn, she just finds the pass right away to her teammate. The referee spots it with her eagle eyes. Awards a throw in to Young Association. An impressive start, we must say. Nita Football Academy held the ball for the first couple of minutes, but then their opposition has come to play today. Particularly the midfield of Ganga and Shruti impressing. Well, just as I was singing her praises, Nita Football Academy get away. Here is Antara, but she cannot find the pass into the middle of the pitch. Sprayed towards that right wing. The ball doesn't curve enough for her. Goes straight into Suman's arms. Well, that was refreshing to see. Nita Football Academy, who usually have a lot of ball and play some incisive football, trying to break down the opposition using the counters. Lija Jajaria very lazily loses the ball. A good chance for Nita to counter, but they cannot keep it going. Ganga gets it down the left flank. The defender reads it confidently. Shika Malik with a fine bit of skill. Now Ipshita's pass straight to the feet of the centre backs. Should be doing better than that. Jigmet goes down. The referee says it is fair and they can play on, but what a crunching tackle that is from Shika to put aside on the front foot. But the touch from Priyasa letting her down. How well did Muskan do to come back and get the ball for a team, but they cannot keep it going. And now that was a terrible miscue. Sushmita Pan makes a meal of a simple back pass. And luckily, Nita Football Academy go unpunished. Well, that was something from the goalkeeper. She was trying to clear it first time, ends up completely miscuing it. Could have been so costly for her side. Now Jigmet once again winning the ball in the middle of the park. A shot from distance has to be an easy save, and Suman, probably that was off target as well, but the goalkeeper takes no risks. Well, she was not confident enough to take the first goal kick, but this drop kick was very good. Got the height, got the distance, bet the initial line of pressure. I think she can handle goal kicks comfortably than her centre back skipper Pramila Kishan. It's all about showcasing that confidence, isn't it? Suman Hasda just taking charge and saying, go on, skip, let me take this goal kick. Push forward. As long as she doesn't kick it straight to opposition, she puts it in and around the center box. It is going to be a good proposition for Young Association to start from goal kicks. Thrown down the line, absolutely no chances taken by the skipper Pramila. Well, after that initial blitz, Nita Football Academy have been subdued. Let's see if they can use this throw in. Possession thrown away. Jigmet once again bulldozing her way onto the ball, but her passing accuracy is falling short again and again. Shika Malik's hopeful delivery. She tried a lot to keep the ball and she did succeed. Perhaps Lija Jajaria doing the skill moves in wrong regions there. Well, that is one cauldron of the pitch where you have to take no risks. You have to be certain with the ball at your feet. You have to clear the ball if you have to, or find the teammate. Lija, I think she has learned her lesson the hard way. She was caught dallying on the ball. The opposition closed her from all angles down. Now breaking away on that left hand side. Looking for options in the middle. She waits to pick a pass. Towards the edge of the area, poked away. Jigmet cannot stop the counter successfully, but Shika Malik will step up to win the possession. And the fullback fancies her chances. Antara Dolui has made a run a bit soon there as the assistant referee raises a flag. Well, I think that is the reason where Young Association are failing to control the game. They're able to pinch the ball back, but they're not able to pierce that defensive line of Nita Football Academy. That is very high. All the four defenders are camping on the halfway line. And as soon as there is any loose ball, one defender is jumping up to win it back. Now, here is another chance, but the pass is just hit with a lot of power. And it did take a deflection, winning a throw in for Nita. In a physical battle, that is very good defending. That is great defending from Rashmi. She hoped of getting something from the referee, of winning a free kick perhaps, but it was not to be. A chance to deliver the cross this time. Good dash coming at the far post, but Antara couldn't throw herself onto that ball. Well, the idea was right to play a give and go, but the fullback was not into a running motion yet. Young Association a bit sloppy on the ball after showing some early promise. Jigmet. Shika's pass down the middle. She tried the clever pass to break the lines. While again driving out of defense this time as Shika stepped out. Trying to get it past the defender. Proves too much for her. I think tactically this has been a bit straightforward. Young Association happy to defend deep and clear the lines, but they have to be better with the ball. They're misplacing simple passes. Good opportunities to counter clinically are being presented at regular intervals, courtesy of the high line from Nita Football Academy. It's about finding that one pass that could cause some danger. This time, that lob through into the box is gobbled down by Sushmita, by Suman, beg your pardon. Once again, going into the drop kick. This time, Jigmet wins it. The number 12 is having a very good start to the game. Again, there she is with a well-timed interception. The defense of Young Association combining to just clear the lines for a minute before Nita Academy come back in for more action. A defense first situation. Now here is a chance. Asking Ganga to get forward. But Ipshita does very well. Playing at the base of the midfield. She has the freedom to run. Now here is a chance to cross. In a clutch of the number 20s, Joshna comes out on top as she puts a lovely block. There she is once again. Lakshmi Priya Lanka. Very alert today. And now smart play to turn past Jigmet successfully. Muskan is going solo. She can find the pass to Ganga as well, but that was a disappointing giveaway from the number 8, who was supposed to be clinical with the ball at her feet. A good dash coming in from Ashrita, but she cannot pinch the ball. Now on their left hand side. Well, you can feel a sense of disjoint feeling between the midfield and attack of Nita Football Academy. The forward line are playing on their own. The midfield is very deep. I don't know why they're afraid to support their attackers a bit more. Jigmet and Ipshita are playing in the midfield pivot. The front three does need one extra body to create some chaos. It's always the wingers trying to find the striker there. They could certainly do with a late runner into the box or a different passing option there. Amtara and Rukmani interchanging their positions once again on the left for Nita. Looking to deliver the cross. Jigmet with a lovely first touch. The defense does get a chance to clear their lines, and Joshna puts it behind for a corner. Perhaps unnecessary, but we have our first corner of the game. It should be an in-swinger from a right footer. After a lot of discussion, Ipshita is making a way. Only 5 shirts in red and black. A lot of defending to do for the grey shirts there. Covering the zones instead of the player marking. The ball does find its way to Payal. The centre back gets a shot away, but it was through the crowd of the grey shirts. Jigmet demands it. She goes for goal from distance. A fine block from Lija. And Young Association can have a moment's peace with the ball. Here is Rashmi. Ganga. Well, if the improvement has to be done in this team, it is just about keeping their calm on the ball. They're just booting it long at the moment, hoping to win the duels. But instead, they have players who are comfortable with the ball at their feet. Ganga and Tulsi. Why not just send the ball into their feet short and try to beat your way out of it? Young Association, depending on the long ball, very much in the early exchanges. Now, despite their best attempts, they cannot enter the opposition box. Trying to fire it on the ground, given away to the opposition. And Nita Football Academy, can they hit with some pace? She looked offside and she is offside. The awareness has to be there from the players. Ipshita, she plays the ball into Antara's path, who is well offside. A lucky escape or a well executed offside trap? Well, you are free to choose because that certainly looked threatening to Young Association. Well, they're not interested in taking this free kick, are they? Taking their time, all the time in the world, before the skipper makes a way to the left hand side from the right. Pramila gets a lot of power behind that. Clearing header coming in from Payal. Neither keeper was seriously worked in the opening 20 minutes. If anything, Suman Hasda had to be careful because she had a lot of claims to do. And Sushmita Pan, on the other hand, made a mess from a simple back pass that could have led to the opener potentially. Jigmet's presence is enough to seal the deal there. An excellent crossfield pass to release Lakshmi Priya, who's knocking the ball past the defender. But once again, great defending this from Joshna. The number 20 on 20. It has been an exciting battle. Joshna Lakra reading the situation to perfection. As soon as Lakshmi Priya hit that second touch far away from her, the defender read it perfectly and put herself between the ball and the player. Good pace on display and even better defending from Young Association. But it all began with a great pass from the striker Antara, and here is Lakshmi Priya. Switch to the left flank already. Shot parried away by the goalkeeper. Still plenty of bodies in the middle. Ipsita shot just goes across the face of the goal and gives Young Association a chance to clear now. Well, Nita Football Academy turning up the heat slowly. Their best spell of the game so far. Shushmita, unfazed by that earlier mistake, has the confidence to play that risky pass. She does it to perfection after baiting the opposition forwards. And that was some lazy work, but an unfortunate slip from Antara. Hands possession to Young Association, but they couldn't capitalize on it. Joshna Lakra there, very impressed with her defending. The number 20 made a strong tackle on Lakshmi Priya on the right hand side. They have renewed their rivalry on the left this time. Cross into the middle. Lija does get a necessary header away. Into the second quarter of the game, Nita Football Academy seizing control after a sluggish start. The defending champions, remember, are one of the strongest outfits in the league and they will be favorites in every game. This time it's going to be an outswinger from Ipshita. The number 19 cannot clear the first defender. Well, that was some wrestling going on between the players. Young Association have a chance to break now. Trying to keep that in riskily. She does lose the battle there. The switch of play, the dreaded switch of play doesn't work. Priyasha Sarkar nearly embarrassed there as she lost possession after striving to keep the ball in. Once again down the right hand side. The ball into the middle. Payal clears it knowing Jigmet is in behind a sweep. Tulsi miskicks the ball. Fine control displayed there. Excellently done by Joshna, but she loses the ball to Rukmani. Ipsta showing good courage to drop back and win the ball. A clever back heel, but it will not happen. You can always listen to the crowd cheering on from the sidelines, especially the players, the benches of both the sides, quite vocal, cheering every positive action from Nita Football Academy. That was way too random from Ganga. Trying to get a hopeful ball, expecting a mistake from the defense. That is simply not happening. Lakshmi Priya once again entering the box, getting past the bodies. She gets taken down. A huge appeal, but not given. A throw in at the end of it. Well, it felt cynical. Pramila Kishan, the skipper, was in a soup, taking down Lakshmi Priya. Well, I certainly felt it was a penalty, but perhaps the referee saw something that we missed from here. Perhaps she got the ball first and then the player. Cross into the middle. Chance for the captain to clear. She gets the return ball. Can she play a way out of trouble? But she goes long. And surprisingly, there is a lot of space for Young Association to attack. Well, that was actually poor from Tulsi. She should be doing better. She got the second bite of the cherry as well. And now a shocking substitution in the first half there. Shruti, who scored in the previous game, is withdrawn inside the opening half an hour. Well, what was that? From the coach Ravi Patra, it's Sushma onto the pitch. Antara on the right with Lakshmi Priya completely staying on the left this time. Antara's cross into the middle. Well, she certainly somehow, Rukmani Murmu sneaked into the penalty area, got the header away. That was off target. Pramila Kishan a bit rattled there after nearly conceding a penalty. She's disappointed with herself for allowing Rukmini to sneak in behind. Taking the goal kick shot, that was a terrible miscue. But Jyotsna has the confidence to recover from it, only to give the ball away straight to Ipshita. A lovely pass, met with an equally good run from Jigmet. She cannot keep going though. The lanky midfielder goes down. Fair tackle, says the referee. Sonia towards Lakshmi Priya, the danger player for Young Association. But what a good dash that was from Sarita Kishan to prevent her from pulling the trigger. Now this is a good cross into the middle. The goalkeeper drops the ball. That should be called off. Well, it is not. The goal stands perhaps. I think there will be controversy. The strikers piled on to the goalkeeper. Well, it did get cancelled. The reactions from the players and initially the bench said a different story. Suman Hasda was hacked down by two strikers on her as she spilled the ball into her own net. The referee saw enough to chalk it out for an offence. A rash shot from distance. Well, now every action is being met with good reception from the crowd. They're just here for the entertainment, aren't they? This time, Ramila gets some power, gets some precision as well as he finds Tulsi in the middle of the park. Played out wide towards the substitute Sasma. Beg your pardon, that was Ganga. Good skill from Shika. Skips the ball past, finds Jigmet. Jigmet is looking a cut above everyone on the pitch right now. But she does overhead the pass as Jyoshna reads it and safely puts it out of play. I think the substitution of Shruti Katangia just shocked me a little bit as Sushma Badaik took her place in the attack. Yes, it was not happening for them on that left-hand side, but every other forward were equally sloppy. Perhaps the player felt something in her muscle or hamstring that prompted the coach to replace her. Antara running out of room there before Rashmi puts it out of play emphatically. Jigmat's deep throw does find its way to the defenders. It could be an easy throw in. But they do take the risk. Now the passes are coming off. There is a lot of space on the right hand side. It's about finding that. Sashma does find it. Here is Tulsi into Ganga now. Better from Young Association, but not that last action from Ganga. Just being able to hold on to the ball will present them a lot of options, especially the way how the game is going on narrowly on that left hand side. One switch of play towards the right and they will be in through. And on this occasion, Sonia winning the throw in for her side. Fullback trying to cut in. Nearly finds the striker before an interception takes it away. Sonia put under pressure. Younger Association slowly finding the bearings once more. Well, the game has been swinging from one end to the other in terms of the improvement. It was all Young Association first, and now here is a chance down the right wing, but that was a silly slip. I think she stepped on the ball there. Jigmet pushes it forward right away. Here is Lakshmi Priya. Knocks it past the skipper Pramila, but that was a hard knock there. Got too much power on it. She couldn't chase her own touch. Nita Football Academy started very slow in the game, allowing Young Association to have some good moments. But again, the pendulum swung and now it could swing in their favor. A shot from outside had Suman Hasda worried, but ultimately ended up going wide of the target. Into the final 15 minutes of the half, yet to find the opener. Well, despite showing good promise with the drop kicks, it is going to be the skipper on the goal kicks for the side from Sundargarh. And on this occasion, she gives it straight away. The punt upfield. Here is Ganga. Has some options, but she cannot find them. Now, fortunately, the ball comes to her again. Trying to go past Jigmet. Tulsi. Players advancing forward. Now, driving at the defense is Lakshmi Priya. The defender steps out, wins it comfortably, but the clearance goes straight to Jigmet. You could see the solid 4 at the back shape for Nita Football Academy. They are very strong at the back. Jigmet is playing as the lone pivot in midfield, allowing Ipshita and Priyasa to push forward as they look for the coveted opener in this game. Here is Rukmini. Well, the call does go against them. They are disappointed by how easily they lost possession there. Rukmani running rings around the midfield. Here is Jigmet. She has that expansive pass on her, but this time displayed straight to the opposition. Lakshmi Priya will collect that header. But that was picked away from her by Sarita Kishan. Player marking has been good. The instructions have been clear, but the only thing that has been missing from Young Association's locker is that passing and that extra bit of calmness on the ball. They are just look at that. As soon as the ball comes, their first instinct is to kick it long and clear the lines. Well, conversely, Nita Football Academy have that composure with the ball at their feet, but their problem is tactics. Lack of understanding, lack of support between the players. Look at the space in which Lakshmi Priya was in. But Jigmet, the goalkeeper, spills that harmlessly and almost had heart in her mouth there as Rukmani was charging onto that spill. A hopeful shot that was nothing more than that from Jigmet Chusen. Suman Hasda thought she caught it clearly, but the ball bobbled up. And now another substitution, this time from the defending champions. Roshni, the number 11, is replacing Antara. Antara started the game through the middle and then drifted to the right flank. It will be an early shower for her on the night. Rukmani cannot find a teammate. The touch was an excellent one. The goalkeeper sees that, and Shushmita comes a long way out to prevent the danger. A lucky break of sorts for Young Association, but they could not capitalize on it. Jigmet fights another excellent ball forward this time. Rukmani is in space. She gets the shot, but that was very weak. That was very tame, you have to say. A couple of breaks for both the sides in the space of a minute. And honestly, neither keeper was worked that much. I think they're just forcing the issue now instead of having a proper touch and trying to play through Young Association's players. Are just hoping that something would come their way as they punt the ball long. Now there comes the pressure from Sarita. Forces Sonia to clear her lines, winning a throw in for her. Now can they enter the box clinically once, because they haven't had a proper box entry compared to the many Nita Football Academy have had. Sarita, a couple of poor touches from her when she had to be incisive. Pramila Kishan, the skipper, has put a lot of power on it, whipped it straight into the box for Shushmita, who has a chance to test her kicking for the first time this game. Does do it well. Now once again, another heavy ball. Suman up for the challenge as well. Both the keepers not afraid to sweep up when needed, but the throw was very awkward from the goalkeeper. Showcasing a distribution that was not the best of it, I'm certain. Lakshmi Priya, who shifted to the right once more. Into the middle. A good touch by Rukmani, gets the shot away, but that was marginally off target. That was some good football. Shika Malik first up winning the ball and then sending the early cross towards Rukmani, who showed decent control with the touch and caught the finish sweetly as well, but couldn't beat the keeper. It was just off target at Suman's left stick. Well, the goal kick does stay alive for Young Association, but they cannot keep the ball for long. Rukmani's growing influence. The number 10 is finding those pockets of spaces and trying to cause some mayhem in the box. She already ghosted in to have a header that was wide, and even that shot from a decent cross was a warning sign. Shushmita once again impressing with her ability to play. Knocked straight into the path of a grey shirt, but Nita Football Academy recover well again. Here is Ipshita trying to repeat the trick perhaps. The defenders this time read it well and covered Rukmani, allowing them to reclaim possession easily. Jigmet asking the winger to stay wide, but she cannot find Lakshmi Priya. Eventually, someone do find her, and here is the electrical winger on the right. Seeks Ipshita, who goes all the way back to Saki. Delivery into the middle. The goalkeeper doesn't get out. Jigment has a chance to shoot. Good block, but the danger is still there. In the box from Priyasa. Lija clears it. And now, after a deflection, it does go out for a goal kick. A great spell for Nita Football Academy, but in the end, if you're being brutally honest, they didn't even manage to work the goalkeeper Suman Hasda. There were 3 to 4 crosses pouring in from different angles. There were chances to shoot, shouts to shoot, but neither of them was on target. Tulsi completely miscuing that. And well, that was shockingly tame. 1-2s in full flow from Nita, but they couldn't get past the midfield. Shika gets it back from Ipshita. The right back trying to join the attack. Missed by the defender. But Rukmani's header will go to Suman, but that wasn't the intention. She was just trying to gently nudge it towards goal and then beat the defender. But it catches the header strongly. A couple of awkward bounces. The defense did deal with it well, but here are Young Association. I think they're not able to put 2-on-2 together. The good touches, the skills, the interceptions, they have to combine with some clinical passing. That was a good move once again. Give and go. Rukmani on the end of it. But once again, Joshna Lakra comes across to save the day. Very good defending from the number 20. Well, this is not a rare one occasion where she has stepped up. She has swept twice as thrice against Lakshmi Priya and got the better of her. And even on this occasion, just when Rukmini was running into the box, she held her ground, put the tackle in rightly. Jigmet wins the towering header. Rukmani from outside sweeps past one player. Can she fire the shot? But once again there, poor touch from the substitute Roshni, allowing the defense to clear their lines. Jigmet searching for options, does go alone into the box. Tries to fire one through the legs, but it does not happen. A chance to shoot, very close that from Priyasa Sarkar. A sweeping finish on her left foot. Came onto the ball well, swept it towards that bottom right corner. Just off target. Encouraging signs for Nita Football Academy, but the precision is just not there yet from them in that final third. Pramila slips as she takes it, but luckily it does find a teammate. Muskan, can she get on the end of it? Looks like a challenge, but the number 17 does extremely well to win the ball clearly. This is a good chance now for Young Association to make a statement before half time that they possess the thread, but ultimately does come to nothing as the skipper gives the ball away. Jigmet spreads it calmly to the right hand side. Shika stepping up. A lot of green space for her to explore. But she does prefer the early cross, doesn't she? Ganga. Try to slice the defense. Another long punt forward. Joshna reads it well. You can give the back line of Young Association a lot of credit for the way they defended. Yes, they were beaten once or twice, but the goalkeeper wasn't overworked by Nita Football Academy, who miss some precision in the final third. And as far as Young Association are concerned, they've got some good skills, but just as it was evident there, Muskan Thakur giving the ball away after trying so hard to win and keep the ball. Sloppiness on the ball is all that is hurting them on the breaks. Rashmi in a duel with Lakshmi Priya, who spins her for dead, goes past and sends across on the right. Pramila does just enough to clear it, and now the looping header, the looping shot from outside finds an unlikely goal for Nita Football Academy as we approach the half-time. Well, that was as speculative as it could get. A poor clearance. Ipshita got on the end of it, chipped it. Look at the loop on that. Well, I'm not sure she meant it, certainly. The number 19 will not deny it. She'll definitely say that was destined for the top corner. And exactly as how she'd imagined it. Only 1 minute of added time. Young Association of Kuarmunda doing so well to keep the defending champions at bay. But Ipshita making the difference with virtually the last attack of the regulation time. Ipshita Roth scoring her first of the league season to draw first blood in the match number 6 of the Odisha Women's League. Live on SportsKPI's YouTube channel. Jigmet once again. That ambitious pass. If she keeps trying the way she is doing, it will certainly lead to something. Here is the goal scorer, Ipshita. She wants more, doesn't she? Now, chance to shoot from the outside. That was hopeful. And Suman will escort it out. Well, I think the celebrations cause of the goal might mean we might play an extra minute in the injury time, because almost the single minute added went to celebrating as Nita Football Academy scored on the brink of the 45th minute. That will be the halftime. They were so close to a well-earned half clean sheet, but Young Association Kormunda's resistance was broken down by Ipshita Roth. The strikes that they connected well didn't hurt the goalkeeper, but Ipshita Roth's miscue looped past everyone into the back of the net, past Suman Hasda, who was beaten there by the flight on the ball. Nita Football Academy, the defending champions from Cuttack, take the lead in this encounter. Can Young Association respond? We will find out on the other side of the break. Welcome back to the second half. We're live from Bhubaneswar, Odisha, for the match number 6 of Odisha Women's League. Well, this fixture between Nita Football Academy and Young Association Kuarmunda should have been level-headed going into the halftime, but Ipshita Roth had other plans. Her strike, her speculative strike, you should say, from the edge of the box, looped past the goalkeeper to give them the lead. The defending champions played with a lot of freedom when it was 0-0, and at 1-0, you could only expect what they will bring to the table. Now, at the halftime, a change in personnel. It is Kirti Kishan coming onto the pitch for Sushma Badayak. The substitute is substituted now. Well, that's a lot to unpack from Rabi Patra, the coach of Young Association Kuarmunda. But let us see how the second half pans out shortly. Now, another substitution, the second of the day as well. Lakshmi Priya Lenka withdrawn for Provati Barla. Well, ruthless from both the sides. Two substitutions already used by the halftime point. Tells you the stakes that are riding. Nita Football Academy, usually they take to the field and they leave with 3 points. The last game, it was a mixed result for them. Now they are looking to rectify things. Young Association, on the other hand, have things to correct, and they kick off from left to right of your screen, clad in all grey, chasing the game. And attacking from right to left of your screen in red and black are the defending champions, Nita Football Academy. Rukmani gets the pass away towards the right hand side. Decent touch from the substitute. Early test for the defense. And they're up to the party. No glitters there. Jigmet. Liju gets the better of her. Pramila, her passing accuracy is just on the poorer side tonight. A lot of misplaced clearances when she had the chance and time. Now, here is a good movement from the substitute Roshni. But she cannot bend that cross into the box as she hits it straight on the line, allowing the defensive pivot of Young Association to clear. Shika spins with the ball at her feet. Ipshita finds Rukmani, but whose pass is taken away. Muskan has impressed in the limited opportunity she got, but here is a chance for Sarita to run on to, but the winger fails to control the ball. Well, Jigmet caught from behind by Tulsi, who goes for goal from, 40 yards out. And I'm not sure that was the best attempt in the world. That was such a poor try. She had the momentum. She put the good tackle. Why not carry the ball forward with it and find a better pass there? Ashrita spun forward. Pass. Couple of nerves there for Nita Football Academy, but they recover well from it. Ashrita once again trying to force the issue from the middle. But the long passes certainly will not help them. Poor loss of possession to Priyasa. Rukmani has options on the right. Will slide it to the winger. Provati. An eventful cameo from her early on in the game. Here is Rukmani entering the box. Finds the pass to Priyasa. And Ipshita's shot on the right foot was very weak. She was on the turn. She was going off balance. Made the connection nonetheless, but that was way too easy for Suman. Early shot on target from Nita. Here's Muskan. She's waiting for support. Finds Tulsi, who gives the ball away. And now down the left they have to defend once again. Good idea that from Roshni. Knocking the ball past the fullback. Gets it into the middle but cannot find Rukmani, Jigmet skips past two players. Look at the technique she has got. Another shot from outside, hits the crossbar. The defender fails to react, and Rukmani cannot finish it. Well, that had everything except the finish. Jigmet laying it off. A hopeful shot coming from Ipsita, and it should have been 2-0. Rukmani should have finished that as it hit the crossbar. Suman Hasda thought it was going wide. She didn't react. And Pramila Kishan was utterly dumbstruck as well, as Rukmani once again ghosted in behind. But the number 10 of Nita Football Academy cannot find the finish. Roshni, it's taken down, but well, the call goes against her. I thought that was the other way around. And Young Association thought they just conceded the free kick in the wrong place, but luckily they have won the call. I think it's a bit worrying. Pramila Kishan's attitude has been wrong all game long. She came second best in a couple of tackles, and it is clearly evident that she's letting it get to her head. She's not aggressively leading her side from the back. Jigmat steps onto the ball once more, sends it through the middle, but this is much, much better from Pramila. Reads the danger, steps in its way, pins the ball away. But Tulsi continues giving the ball away time and time again. And now Pramila is caught out wide. Roshni is met by Lija with a very good clearance. Chances coming for Nita, thick and wide. A good slide that from Lija Jajaria, the number 9, playing as a centre back. Well, in the world of football, you'd be familiar with the 9s playing as strikers because that is a number favored by the gunman. On this occasion, the centre back Lija Jajaria of Young Association Kuarmunda. Perhaps that was a star sign, a star number. Centre back fancying the striker's number there. Well, under pressure, there was no way Jigman was going to lose that duel. Yet again, Lija getting in a key foot. But Jigman is not that easy to be shaken off the ball. Speculative header. This time, the goalkeeper wasn't fouled, but luckily, the defense has the chance to clear. Provati. Excellent footwork, but she cannot keep it going. Shika stepping forward once again. Finds Ipshita. Ganga punts it down the line. A good chance for Muskan to stretch her legs. The number 17 does put some pressure. Here is a box entry, the rare awaited one. She does get away. The substitute pulls her cut back awfully wrong. Kriti Kishan. Well, that was great pressure from Muskan Thakur, allowing Kirti Kishan to enter the box. All Kirti had to do was pick her head up and find another grey shirt in the box. A warning sign perhaps for Nita Football Academy that one goal won't be enough to win this encounter. And that is what Probati is trying to do with the cross. But it goes out for a goal kick. Well, a deflection of the defender. Corner, says the referee. Well, we know how fragile 1-0 leads can be. That could have changed in an instant if Kirti just picked the head up and found Ganga or Tulsi in support on that far side. A free run opening there for Payal. Not picked up by any player. As they've gone for zonal marking, it is Rukmani making the contact. A very free header for her. But truth be said, that was difficult from that range. With all the momentum, it was a tighter angle as well. Now a couple of duels later, the ball does come. Can the young association make it stick? That is the real question. Sorts her feet just on time. As Ganga slides it down the wing once again for Kirti. Well, she is causing some danger. The substitution perhaps working wonders there. Tulsi goes down in the box. Young association looking better after the switch at the half time. It is partly down to them getting the passes correct, and one, the substitute Kirti Kishan, making the runs in behind just like that. But on this occasion, she was offside as she gets hacked down by Payal. Free kick taken very quickly by Nita. They don't want to be pushed into their own half. Well, Ashrita, she has done the one thing she wasn't supposed to do. Just when they were building up momentum with some short passes and line breakers, the number 10 does that cardinal sin of booting it out unnecessarily. Rajita Mohanty showcasing her skills there. Decent touch from the coach. Some player in her playing days. I think a seed of doubt will be planted in her head. Ashrita once again with the punt forward. Will Rabi Patra be impressed with what he is seeing from the number 10? She scored in the opener against Tarini, but she is completely against the run of play now. Lovely pass into the middle. Rukmani showing great control. She gets the support from Sania as well. Crossed. Has to be dealt with by the centre back, and Joshna is there once again. Sonia Eka making the rare 40 forward on that left flank. Another corner taken shortly this time. The curler and the header met at the far post by the substitute Pravati. The angle was all wrong, but she had to try. She had to play it across the face of the goal. The narrow angle takes the ball out. Well, perhaps the best period of attacking display for both the sides. Showcasing danger. Kirti goes down. Perhaps it was a blow on the nose for her. Don't think that was intentional, but a flailing arm from the player. I think it was just a blow to the face. Once she shakes it off, she should be fine to go. As long as that has nothing to do with the eyes and the head. Drop ball, kick long towards the defense of Young Association. Muskan, she has been good in the build-up so far, but that was very unlike her, losing the ball first time of asking. Roshni enters the box once again. Lija's tackle. The referee takes a hard and long look and decides to go on with the play. Perhaps she had won a large chunk of the ball before slicing down the player. Chigmat shrugs off the incoming tackles with ease, but the shot is way off. I think she could be an easy contender for player of the game had she just showed a little bit of control in the attacking third. Jigmet skipped past players, won so many tackles, intercepted many times, but the number 12 has left a lot to be desired for in the final third. And once again, a searching ball for Kirti Kishan, who puts ample pressure on Payal in winning the ball back. Ganga running down that left wing, has options in the middle. Well, she does spin Payal with ease. How about that? The little dynamite taking almost 6 feet Payal for a ride on that wing. It was almost like a merry-go-round when Payal went in and was sold absolutely down that flank. She had to thank Provati for helping her out defensively on that occasion. The winger came back a long way to put in that crucial challenge on Ganga. Tale of two substitutes, two number sixes who have entered the fray that have impressed us the most post the break, and a bit of better control from Roshni could have set her free through the middle. Forced to go wide and back towards the defensive line. Sonia, a rash delivery from her. Roshni wasn't anticipating that perhaps. She let the ball go out wide. Hits the referee, should be a drop ball. Think they did notice it. Well, they are allowed to contest for it. And Jigmet, as expected, you expect her to win the duel, but she ends up losing it. It does come their way. Roshni cutting inwards, runs into Jigmet's path awkwardly. Here is Priyasa, gets away from the tackle. She knows Lija will come sliding in for her. Was extremely cool with the ball, but fluffs her lines with a finish. Great skill, great bit of anticipation from the number 4. Lija has come sliding across many times in the box today. She knew what was coming, showed anticipation, and just slid out of the tackle's path. Well, I think the choice of the finish was wrong. When the goal was gaping from that angle, she has to go hard towards that far corner. She tried to place it to the goalkeeper's bottom right. That perhaps worked against her. Should be 2-0 to Nita Football Academy, in all honesty there. Great chance for Priyasa. Sonia finds an excellent dummy into Roshni's feet. The winger fires one into the center. Suman Hasda makes a good save yet again. Priyasa Sarkar making the run through the middle. Is almost playing as the striker. Good attacking movements this for Nita. The defending champions scored 36 times in the league last time out. They have only 2 in almost 150 minutes of action. I think they'll be worried of missing their scoring boots. Muskan Thakur plays in Pramila. I beg your pardon, that was Sarita the winger. Trying to cut in past Sonia. She cannot get past her. Jigmet releasing. Sonia the fullback showing great energy to cover the defensive and offensive halves. Rukmani towards Provati. Shika's cross towards the middle. Josna does get it away. Rukmani has to play a bit deeper, perhaps dictate the play from the deeper areas, as Jigmet is enjoying a little bit of forward momentum at the minute. Couple of deflections, but the third one will not come her way. Muskan releasing Kirti. It is a long chase for her, but she will win it. She will fancy it against Payal, who bites back with a perfect challenge to snatch the ball away. It is developing into a great battle. And how about that from Ganga? Well, Payal is put to work, and the number 16, she was targeted. She might get into the book for the first time this evening. A rash tackle out of frustration. Well, I think this will be a warning sign, a clear warning sign for Shika Malik, the right back, to stay in the defensive half and make it a back four. Because on their left, Ganga Mundari and Kirti Kishan are making merry on that left-hand side, constantly running in behind and targeting the lanky Payal Layak. A free kick in a very good position for them. Pramila Kishan has to put something on the money for a centre backs to attack. Ashrita, the number 10, will be one of the contenders to be on the end of it. A three-player wall, already jumping. There goes the delivery, strikes the wall, poor from the captain. And she cannot get the follow-up cross into the middle. Well, that was what I was worried about. Her attitude was wrong all game long. She was not showing that extra intention, that extra aggression needed. Now, once again, she gets it into the middle. Kirti cannot control it first time. Sonia goes for the clearance. Now, Nita Football Academy have numbers coming forward. Priyasa fires it towards Roshni. But once again, Lija is there to save the day. The number 9 puts in yet again a crucial challenge. Now punted towards the goal. That was a poor effort. Pipli Mohanty, the skipper, we have rarely seen her join the attack. Playing in the defensive third. Marshalling it alongside Payal. Now, clear towards the right. Muskan Thakur was in contention for that. Now she is under pressure. Jigmet for a change. Loses the ball. But look at the command she has. Look at the aura she possesses. Gets away from 4 players, releasing Roshni there. And now Payal. She must be careful because the next offense will get a carded for sure. Sushmita had virtually nothing to do till now. Gets a better pass this time out. Payal confidently puts it towards the right to Shika. Ipshita finds herself in the little pocket of space. Very good cross into the middle. The skipper is there to defend. Josna trying to fly away from the defense. Ganga gets dispossessed easily by Ipshita Roth. Here is the goal scorer, the match winner as it stands. But that was a poor touch there from Roshni. She tried to bring it under control with her head, but the ball bounces off her head straight into Suman's path. Another substitute getting ready. Ranjita Eka will join us as a desperate measure from Young Association. Well, that is Kirti Kishan withdrawn. Another substitute substituted. Well, I was thinking she was having a pretty good game, giving a tough fight to Payal after coming on, stretching that line. But maybe the coach has identified something and wants even a better option in that cauldron, grilling Payal Laik and Shika Malik into the final quarter of the game. Time quickly running out for the Young Association. Nita Football Academy, the defending champions, on course for the first win of the tournament. Muskan Thakur showing great link-up play, once again holding the ball down. Should be a drop ball, but the referee plays advantage, in which Young Association Kuarmunda cheaply give it away. That shouldn't have been an advantage, truth being told. Because when it hits the referee, there is no point in playing an advantage. It should be a drop ball. Ipshita taking an unfortunate blow there. The ball striking her at full pace. She was in close proximity. Didn't anticipate that perhaps. She was having an excellent game. Will be shocking to see this injury let her off the field. Giving a chance for the substitution to take place. Is it Roshni being withdrawn there? Or is he just being called for a tackle advice from the coach Rajita Mohanty? It is a substitution. Anushka Limbu coming onto the field for Roshni. I think it's a attempt of keeping the players fresh. They're playing every 2 days, competing here and in the Indian Women's League. It takes a toll on their fitness. It is good from the coach to see them managed. Ipshita onto the touchline temporarily. Nita Football Academy down to 10. Can the opposition take an unlikely advantage of it? Tulsi will be the favourite to getting there. Muskan Thakur probably shouldn't have come for. Now skipping away, the cutback cannot find its way towards Rukmani. Chance for Priyasa. Gets plucked off her feet. And no chances taken by Rashmi, who puts it out for a throw-in. Rukmani delighted by the amount of space she was in, but she was quickly closed down by the grey shirts. I think it's simply not happening for them. We haven't seen a shot come from young association Kuarmunda. To expect an equalizer, a shot on target, and a shot that beats the goalkeeper would be too much in the next 20 minutes. But hey, we have seen stranger things happen in football, haven't we? Swiped wide. The skipper comes a long way before giving the ball away. Muskan loses the bearings on that occasion as the substitute Anushka sweeps up. Getting their passes away. Couple of clearances after. Rukmani has a chance to play in Priyasa. Priyasa having options on the left. She does roll it to the substitute who shot first time, hits the bar, and young association Kuarmunda can breathe. Well, that should have been the second goal. Shika Malik finding herself on the left wing there. Of all players, it looks like the ball did strike an arm. No, says the referee, and the young association can counter. Gets it to Tulsi. Shika playing as the left winger now. Well, how about that? A right back to a left winger. Not a conventional path for any player. I cannot even remember someone having that trajectory in their careers. Maybe it's just the versatility of the player giving the coach enough confidence to try it out. Ashrita once again does the usual punt that goes to waste. Shushmita will have no worries enjoying the possession. She finds that little pocket of space behind the defense, trying to enter the box. A couple of runners in, but she cannot get the ball. Rovati on that occasion. Ashrita tried the switch of play. Jigmet goes for shot that loops towards the crossbar, and once again Rukmani cannot sort her feet out on the rebound. Priyasa chips it towards her. Lija with yet another exemplary slide tackle in the box. Shika Malik tries to roll it past the fullback and run, but the ball goes out of play. Well. They have struck the crossbar twice. They have hit the post once. Nita Football Academy couldn't come any closer to the second goal without actually scoring it, could they? And on both the occasions that they have hit the crossbar, it is Rukmani Murmu guilty of missing the rebounds. That tells you she is not a natural poacher. The number 10 is not a fox in the box to be making use of such situations. It is a striker's instincts to wait and pounce on those opportunities. But a number 10, a creative midfielder, will rarely be anticipating the ball drop. Now, into the final quarter of an hour, imagine how gutted Nita Football Academy would be to concede an equalizer right now. Or perhaps, even shockingly, late on in the game, to let go of the 3 points. They have been the dominating side. They have been the side that dictated all the shots today. But a failure to get the second goal can hurt them badly if there is a lapse in defense. They cannot afford that again, can they? Ipshita's excellent through ball. Couple of deflections later, it will come to Rukmani, but Lija is there. And the number 9 wins a free kick. It was an unfortunate coming together. Both the players hurt themselves, immediately catching referee's attentions. I think Lija got there first. Rukmani was rushing in like a train to get on the end of it. Just caught each other badly. That's a very unfortunate coming together. Let's hope that the players are well. Lija taking the brunt. It looks like she has some bad contact in her knee. Well, the injury fear subsiding for both the sides. Both the players heading to the touchlines for receiving treatment. A level playing field with 10 each. And is that a spot kick given there? Well, what do we have? Well, I thought it was going to be a free kick for Young Association Kuarmunda, but Nita Football Academy are awarded the penalty. A great chance to put the game to bed. Now that is Priyasha rushing in to seal the deal, but she cannot fire the finish. She cannot fire the penalty. Well, she ends up chipping her strike over the crossbar. I think Young Association Kuarmunda will feel that it is justice served. I thought it was very harsh for a penalty to be given after an unfortunate coming together. But right now, we have a fine game in the balance, and Nita Football Academy will only have themselves to blame if they do not go on to win all 3 points tonight. They've had multiple chances and they were given the biggest gift of a penalty from 12 yards out, a chance to wrap this deal. But Priyasa Sarkar, who had some promising opportunities from open play, failed to put this dead ball into the net. Here she is once again, chopping past one, but the grey shirts overwhelm her. Just imagine how good of a contest this could have been if Ipshita Rao didn't fire the finish late in the first half. At nil-nil, it could have had everything to play for in the final 10 minutes. I mean, even now, it is still possible because young association Kuarmunda at some point have to go on, have to realize that they're chasing the game and put some bodies forward. You're already losing 1-0, so it won't hurt you to lose 2-0 if you go attack. But if they sit back and defend and concede the second goal, it will be curtains. If they are bold and attack, they might end up getting a point out of this contest. The long ball again, that does not work. The goalkeeper put in a spot of bother. A lack of communication between the defense and the goalkeeper, almost allowing the striker to get through there. Suman Hasda, she didn't dive there on the penalty. She was perfectly anticipating Priyasa to go straight down the middle. If it was on target, the number one had it covered maybe. Tulsi, the speculative ball. She does come forward, makes a mess of the clearance once again. Rukmani cannot break the line. But Priyasa does win it for Rukmani. Now, here is a chance. Rushing into the middle, taking good touches, but the finish was a terrible one. She tried to poke it past the goalkeeper from that sort of distance. Shika Malik should be high on confidence. She was the only scorer in the previous game for Nita Football Academy. Well, she should be trusting her left foot a bit more and perhaps hit it strongly across the face of the goal instead of trying to tamely poke it past the goalkeeper. Another huge chance goes begging for Nita. Jigmet tries to curl one, should be easy. The goalkeeper opts to let it out. Well, let me tell you this, Nita Football Academy were the defending champions. They won the Odisha Women's League in the 2024 season in style. 10 games played, 9 victories, a single draw. They have scored 36 goals and have conceded only twice. And this might be the second goal, but that was a fantastic save from Suman. A team that has scored 36 times has only 2 goals in almost 2 games now. And that was almost 3.6 goals in a single game last time out. And this time, shockingly, it is not even 1-1. In the opener, they were the absolute favourites against Sports Odisha, but they went behind and only grabbed a point late on, courtesy of a Shika Malik equalizer in the 94th minute. Today they had plenty of chances too, but Ipshita Roth opened the scoring. And they're struggling for dear life to score the second goal to seal off this game. Defensively, they have been sound, you have to say. But again, that could be pointed out to the fact that Young Association Kuarmunda have been very poor today in front of goal. Shika Malik wins a corner after Lija pokes it away. Now an in swinging corner. Misses everyone, and there is the security, there is the insurance. They've waited all game long. Payal Layak cushions that header into the bottom corner to finally wrap the game and put the final nail in the coffin for Young Association. That was a superb delivery from Shika. Unmarked, Lija missed a clearing header, and Payal Layak simply had a free header to do. Well, safe to say, There is no way back for Young Association Kuarmunda, and the defending champions will be off the mark with a win today in the league. Well, you had to count how many chances did it take for them to finally score their second. They scored late in the first half and again late in the second. Perhaps can this goal open the floodgates, give them confidence? Another wasteful pass down the middle for Young Association Kormunda. They themselves started the game better. Ashrita was on target and so was Shruti Katangia as they triumphed 2-1 against Tarini Football Academy in their opener. But in the second game, they have been utterly ineffective in front of goal. And defensively as well, few good performances from Lija and Josna have saved the day many times. But you cannot keep banking on the defense if your attack cannot produce anything. Now Jigmet releasing Shika, who has support in the middle. That is going to be another corner, this time conceded by the captain from Ila Kishan. Well, is this worth considering for the coach, Rajita Mohanty, to keep starting Shika Malik on the left flank? She has a goal now, a late equalizer in the previous game from the left wing. And of course, the set piece doesn't have to do with anything with position, but it is a matter of confidence, isn't it? Here she is with the in-swinger once again. This time a bit towards the goal, allowing Kuarmunda to clear. But she bites and wins the ball back. Speculative shot from Priyasa. That penalty miss would be hurting her a bit less, knowing her side have sealed the result with confidence. It will be a matter of keeping the clean sheet. I don't think that will be a very tough task from now on. Kuarmunda rarely offered anything in attack. Not even a single shot that the goalkeeper faced. Sushmita, despite not having a save to make, put herself in trouble a couple of times by making some meals of the clearances that came her way. Into the box should be goalkeeper's property, and it is. Slowly ticking towards that final whistle, the clock on its way to the 90th minute mark. I think there'll be many minutes of added time. It has to be better. The number 8 Ganga started the evening brightly and even now puts in a lovely lunge. But it's all about using the ball better. Ashrita has clearly underperformed when it comes to the ball possession and distribution. She was always trying to hit ambitious long balls and lofted balls towards the opposition half, not trying to maintain a moment of calm and find that safe pass or that creative pass. Another substitution. Priyasa Sarkar missing the second penalty will leave the field tonight. Should have added that. And I still think that shouldn't have been a penalty in the first place. Lija got there ahead of Rukmani. A succession of throw-ins for Nita Football Academy. The defending champions will be glad to pick up 3 key points. Imagine if they dropped points tonight, they would have dropped more points than they have done in the entire league season already. And especially, let me tell you this is the biggest edition of the Odisha Women's League so far. We are having 11 teams compete for the first time in the history of the league for the coveted title. It used to be a 6-team affair, but now In this expanded format, every game matters, and the competition is going to be so fierce. Shika Malik's cut back. Jigmet slices it towards the goal. Shika once again. I think such good footwork and attacking play is wasted. If she's fielded as a fullback, it is better for her to keep playing on that left wing. Here she is with more skill, but the delivery lacks some cutting edge. A chance for Kuarmunda to counter. But they duly hand it over to Pipili Mohanty, the skipper of Nita Football Academy. Ipshtarot skips past the defender. A big kudos to her energy throughout the 90 minutes. She is keeping on running as we approach the final minute of regulation time as well. And Jigmat as well, the number 12. So many times she has just stepped in to win the ball, pinched the ball away, put in a great performance in the middle. Strong midfield playing a role in the victory tonight. Shika spins Lija for fun. She will play it behind and does go down. Perhaps felt some tightness in the muzzle. Is going to discover how many minutes of added time we're going to get. Well, that hits Shika on the back. The referee does let it go. Rukmani cannot fire it to a teammate. 5 minutes of added time. A fair bit of stoppages, perhaps, in the incident that led to the penalty. Well, Shika Malik, I think she is done. After the defensive shift, she has come on to this left and put in a lot of attacking work, finally taking a toll on her. On the touchlines expectedly, but the coach doesn't want to sub her. Probably a bit shocking. And now miscuing that clearance, Rukmani cannot find a teammate. You have to feel sad for Muskan Thakur. She was doing such good hold up play whenever she had got the ball. It was very, very rare for her to receiving it. But she did offer the threat. She was underutilized today severely by the midfield unit, especially Tulsi and Ganga and Ashrita, failing to provide any sort of service for the striker. Here she is battling in the 92nd minute desperately and putting in a tackle even. That is the kind of work ethic we'd love to see from each and every player. Josna waited for the goalkeeper, but as she was late, puts it out herself. In no hurry to take the throw in, understandably so. They've got into the finish line. A comfortable 2-0 victory. Should have been more. Definitely should have been more. They've hit the crossbar twice, they've hit the post once, and had a penalty that went high off the target. Were untroubled defensively, and here is a chance. Shika Malik, after the injury troubles, has come back to win a corner for her side. I think they'll be satisfied by the overall teamwork. Once again, teasing everyone in the box. There is some fine skill from Tulsi, but perhaps not the right area to be doing all that. Can they grab a consolation now, late in the game? Playing it down the wing for Muskan to chase. Now going to be a long throw in. I think if we're going to have the start attack, it will be interesting to see the number of touches Young Association Kuarmunda have had in the opposition box. That would be fairly low compared to the number of ones Nita Football Academy have in their opposition's half. Muskan is shrugged aside. She is still contending. She doesn't want to give away anything cheaply, but Pipili Mohanty, the skipper, will see it out as we head into the final minute of the injury time. We'll have to take it quickly. Sushmita, she has gotten the ball very rarely, and perhaps she wants to enjoy it. And well, there is some delay in the proceedings. It was because of an injury to the goal scorer, to the second goal scorer tonight. Pyle, the centre back, feeling something late on in the game. And now Muskan even puts in a tackle beyond the 95th minute. She has given her all. I think you could not blame her. It has been an utter lack of service to her. Played down the left. And Muskan does find the substitute, but it should be an easy clearance for the skipper. And the referee brings the contest to a close as Nita Football Academy, the defending champions, register their first win of the league season. Back to winning ways after a draw to begin their season with. Ipshita Rao scored late in the first half with a speculative effort to break Young Association Kuarmunda's hearts, courtesy of a looped finish. And then it was a spirited defensive show from them, but they offered little, very little, in fact, in attack. Nita Football Academy missed glittered chances and even skied a penalty before Payal headed one home from Shika Malik's set piece in the 83rd minute to seal the deal. The defending champions for now are up and running, and Young Association Kormunda suffer their first defeat of the tournament. The match number 6, not short of excitement, but do not go anywhere as we have more games coming your way from the Odisha Women's League in the 2025 season. The full-time score at the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar reads Nita Football Academy from Cuttack 2, Young Association Kuarmunda from SUNDARGARH nil. The action will resume at 8 in the morning tomorrow as the OGP club take on Sports Odisha and the Bukchi Jagabandhu club face off against Manorama club from Diogad at 3 in the noon. Do not miss any of the action from Odisha Women's League.
ସକାଳୁ ଟିକେ ନଥିଲା କି କାଲି କହିଲି ମୁଁ କହିଲି ମ୍ୟାମ୍